Back on Scotiabank Hockey tonight, we're teeing up two early telecasts this evening. Most of the nation convenes at Vancouver, where the Toronto Maple Leafs roll into town, and Philadelphia plays Montreal at the Bell Center in Tampa. We're pleased to be joined by Barry Melrose, who has just been dismissed as head coach of the Tampa Lightning, 16 games in. So, Barry, just before we get rolling here, just so we don't waste our time, you don't have a gag order, do you, that precludes you from saying what you really feel in order to get the rest of your contract?
No, I've never had a gag order on.
Okay.
I probably should have had at times. Maybe I'd be coaching more.
I saw you with Kevin on ESPN last night. You phoned in and you said there was a lot of stuff going on. You were able to sort of read the writing on the wall. So tell me, what was that stuff that was going on that you knew you were in trouble?
Well, when people don't look at you and when people are staying away from you and avoiding you and nobody talks to you with eye contact and you see people talking together that don't usually talk together. I've been around a long time. I've been through this before. So, you know, I'm sort of like Daniel Boone that way. Most coaches are. They can tell things aren't quite right. So I wasn't caught by surprise with this.
Yeah, I could see, I won't name who, an assistant coach, though, wasn't looking too happy on the bench. And it wasn't Rick Tocchet, so I might as well say it looked like Wes Walz was scared to death of what was going on. So when did you know this? Like, what happened?
Well, we just played 6 games in 9 nights, so I gave the guys the morning off, and we're going to practice on Saturday. I gave them Friday afternoon off, and I was in the rink in the morning and just by myself looking at tape and stuff, and then at 3:30 I got a call from Brian Lawton to go into the office. He wanted to talk to me, so I pretty well figured that's what it was about. You know, if it was a hockey thing, he'd have talked to me in the morning. So obviously he waited and called me in at 3:30 and fired me.
And did he give you a specific reason?
But I like the word dismissed a lot better.
Yeah, did he give you a specific reason?
Actually, Ronnie, I'm not a real guy that does a lot of talking. So when Brian started the we're going to go in a different direction stuff, I got up and said, Brian, don't worry about it. Dropped my phone off and went to the dressing room and got my stuff.
Okay, it looks like somebody from the team, and this is a team that won the Stanley Cup, was very close to the previous head coach. So, and there was new faces, I understand, and you were trying to change the culture. But it looks like somebody went to either Len or Oren or to Brian and said, you know what, this can't happen. This is not working. Do you feel like you were stabbed?
Well, yeah, I think the players didn't want to play for me. You don't have to be Kreskin to figure that
right
out. Kelly knows I'm a tough coach. I demand players play hard. I demand that you hit. I demand that you play with passion. I demand that you play with courage. And if you don't do that, I let you know. I'm not a guy that sings Kumbaya around the fire. I let you know if I'm not happy with you. And obviously a lot of guys didn't like to be held accountable with this team. And obviously they went to Lenny and Oren and said that they don't like this style of coaching, and would you get rid of them? I don't think there's any secret about that.
Do you think you called them out too early? Do you think in Prague, when you had those 2-1 defeats and you said we're too easy to play against, that you hadn't built the trust yet, and that's what haunted there?
Nah, don't be so easy on these guys, Ronnie. They're professionals. They make a ton of money. We don't have a young team. We got the oldest team in the NHL. These guys know what's expected of them. They know that they got to play a hard physical style, and you know, that's why they got me. That's why they wanted me to coach. They knew how I am. So you know, again, the players have power here, and they exercise that power, and now you know, they can play who they want and how much they want and when they want, and don't demand a lot out of them. So everybody's happy here in Tampa right now.
Well, that brings up 2 points. One is ice time. Was LeCavalier's 19.5 minutes versus 23 last year, or Steven Stamkos's 12 minutes? What did you in?
Well, the funny part about that is the ownership, when they hired me, they said, Barry, there's no way LeCavalier can play as much as he did last year. Tampa Bay was the worst team in the third period last season. They didn't have enough left to compete in the third period, and I agreed with them. So LeCavalier's numbers are down basically because he didn't kill penalties. Stamkos, yeah, they want him to play more, but I can't give a guy ice time just because he's the #1 pick. I'm not like that. I can't give guys ice time just because they're paid a lot of money. I'm not like that. You have to earn ice time. It's the only power a coach has, Ronnie. It's the only thing that a coach has to motivate players is ice time. And if you're giving it out just because the owners tell you to, because the guy was #1, you're going to be fired whether it's 16 games or 30 games in. So at least I did it. I was Frank Sinatra, Ronnie. I did it my way. I'm leaving here with my head held high. I didn't kowtow to anybody, and I didn't sell my soul to the devil. I did everything the way I think it should be done. It didn't work. I'm fine with that. I can live with myself with that.
Do you think, Barry, you've made it a point that this X's and O's, and it seems like the new modern player wants a system. He wants set plays, and it was like you were a dinosaur in a new game. Did you feel like all of a sudden that you couldn't just sell passion and energy and some of the things that you've always adhered to?
Ronnie, who is the team that has the lowest goals against in the first period this year?
You, evidently.
Tampa Bay Lightning. Yeah. We're ahead of Detroit. We're ahead of all those teams. If a team doesn't know what to do, why would they be a good defensive team? Our goals against are among the best in the NHL. We didn't win because we can't score. We're the lowest scoring team in the NHL. That's why Tampa Bay is not winning. If Vinny has a normal season or Marty has a normal start to the season, we're probably in first place in our division. That's the problem, is that we just can't put the puck in the net. It's not that we're not good defensively. It's not that we don't know where to go. It's that we're not putting the puck. Verbata hasn't scored a goal in 40 games. You know, this is a guy they were counting on for 30, 40 goals. You know, that's what's holding Tampa Bay back, is offensively, not defensively.
Wish we had more time, Barry, but I know we will. I appreciate very much you coming on this evening.
Anytime, Ronnie. Take care of your partner there, Kelly Rudy, for me, will you?
I will.